at the meal, I don't know what it was, whether it was because I was touching the bhumi of Ayodhya or it was spending that couple of hours in Ayodhya. But I said, I want to visit Ram Janmabhoomi temple. And we reached the entrance, and at that point in time, it was a well-guarded fortress. I have never had such a stringent security check as I had at Ram Janmabhoomi place. Everything was taken. Even I had some coins in my wallet, and they said, remove that. Forget about anything else. In front of me, there was this rubble. And on top of that, a tent, a very basic tent, and inside the vigrahas of Shri Ramlala, Lakshman and Sita ji. I still clearly remember they were wearing purple shringar that day. They were wearing purple clothes. And the birthplace of that Shri Ram is like he's sitting in a malba, as we call in Hindi. He's sitting on a rubble with not even a structure around him. Something happened to me. And when I walked out, I was completely blank. I have no recollection of what was around me. I just walked out. Before that, in 2018, when I visited Ram Janmabhoomi, again, this time I was completely prepared. I knew what I'm going to get, what is there. So I was like prepared for everything. So I went in a very jovial mood and I was very happy studying an ancient place. When I stood there at the same place where Panditji gives prasad, I, in a very lighter mode, said, Panditji, next time I come, tell him that I want to see him in a temple. I don't want to see him in a tent anymore. There was a black cat commando standing there. That place was completely full of them. I don't know who he was. His face was covered. He just turned around and said, Madam, mandir to yahi banega. And I said, you are today's Hanuman. If you are saying it, it will happen. And believe me, it happened within a year. That was a turning point for me, And much later in 2020, 21 I think, I read the biography of Goswami Tulsidas, who's written Ramcharitmanas and who's given us Hanuman Chalisa. I was reading his biography and I was stunned that he had exactly the same experience in Ayodhya. So he was a big Hanuman Bhakt and he worshipped Shri Ram because Hanuman worships Shri Ram. So one day, out of a whim, he said, let's go and see Ayodhya, Shri Ram's Ayodhya. When he reached, by that time Babri Masjid was built and the temple was destroyed. So he had this shattering moment and he said, I'm going to do something that nobody will be able to forget the name of Shri Ram. And that's when he went back and wrote Ramcharitmanas. And I had, to a very different intensity and different times, I had exactly the same emotion. And thankfully, I read the biography much later. Otherwise, I would have thought that I am imagining this reaction.